Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be unboxing this bad boy right here, my September Boxyluxe box. This thing is hefty this month. According to FedEx, this package weighs 3.9 pounds, just in case any of you are wondering, because I know somebody's going to ask me in the comments. But yeah, 4 pounds is not exactly a lot, but I feel like for a box of makeup and stuff, that's pretty heavy. Now, I'm sure many of you already know the drill, but Boxyluxe is an upgrade on your existing Boxycharm subscription. So in the months you get a Boxyluxe box, it costs an additional $28.99, which makes the whole box cost $50. Boxyluxe is a seasonal upgrade, so you can only get this box once every 3 months or once per season, and I pay for mine myself. Boxycharm has no idea who I am. I pay for my own Boxycharm subscription, and I have upgraded to Luxe since the very beginning, so this is the 5th Boxyluxe box I will have received. Now, I just recently did a video kind of recapping my thoughts on Boxyluxe, having been subscribed to the service for a full year. So if you missed that video, I will link it for you guys up here in the card so you can check it out. But essentially, I went back and talked a little bit about all of the products I received over the course of those 4 boxes, where they are now, what I kept, what I loved, what I ended up decluttering. And it's funny because I got a few comments on that video from people saying that they got the impression I don't like Boxycharm, or I don't like Boxyluxe, or like, why do you still get it if you don't like it? And I definitely can understand why some people may have felt that way, that I came across that way, because I didn't give like an overly glowing review of the service. But I do just want to put it out there that I do like Boxycharm a lot, and I think that it's the best beauty-oriented subscription that I've tried. I mean, I've done Birchbox, Ipsy, I've done Sephora Play. I haven't done the new Glam Bag Plus because I stopped getting my Glam Bag before they introduced that. But I do still feel like overall, you definitely get your money's worth with Boxycharm and Boxyluxe. I think it's just that I always want to be super real with you guys, and you get a lot of product in Boxycharm and in Boxyluxe, especially if you're subscribed for an entire year. And when you are someone like me that already has a huge beauty collection, it's something that can cause a little bit of that beauty overwhelm. So I just wanted to like give you guys perspective on like how much a person like me who has a YouTube channel actually uses out of their Boxycharm or Boxyluxe subscription. But if you are loving it, or you are someone that doesn't have a ridiculously large collection, I do think it's a great service. All right, so technicalities, disclaimers out of the way, let's get into this month's box. Now, I hardly ever do this, but I have not peeked inside of this box at all yet. I have looked at online spoilers, so I feel like this box could go many different ways for me. There were some products in the spoilers that I would be really excited to get, and others that I really don't care very much for, so I have no idea what's going to be in here. You guys are going to get to see my real-time reactions as I go through this box. All right, moment of truth. All right, immediately I already see something that like I kind of expected that I was going to get, but I'm not thrilled about it, but yeah, we'll get there. All right, so this month's theme is all access, which I guess, you know, makes sense. Fall, fashion week, whatnot. So the first product that I see inside of my box, which I had said I had a feeling that I was going to get this based on the spoilers, is the Clean Skin Club Fruit Infuser water bottle. So when they released the Boxyluxe spoilers, they basically said that charmers were either going to get the Tarte chisel palette or this guy here, and then something else we'll get to in a moment. And since I already received the chisel palette in a previous Boxyluxe box, I knew I definitely wasn't going to get that again. But then later on, they released another spoiler saying that some people were going to get the Too Faced Natural Face palette, and I was really hoping I was going to get that one. Not because I need it, I actually already own that palette and I absolutely love it. I was hoping that it was something that I could get so I could like use it in a giveaway or something to you guys, because it's something I know is a great product. But alas, we got this Fruit Infuser water bottle instead, and I have so many things like this that I know I definitely don't need this guy. So this may be something that I end up passing along to like my mom or a friend or somebody else that may get more use out of it. Like, I don't think that it's a bad type of item. Like, I think it's kind of a cool concept. It's just not something I personally need. And according to my little card here, that water bottle is supposed to have an MSRP of $17.95. A little up there, but not like completely ridiculous. So everybody that got that water bottle also got this guy right here, which is the Spongelle Salted Sage Mani-Pedi Treatment Set. I still have not yet used my Spongelle buffer. If you watched my Boxyluxe review, we got a Spongelle buffer in a previous box and I still haven't used mine yet. I don't know what's wrong with me. So this is just going to go into my pile of currently unused Spongelle products. But I think this is cool because this is not just a regular body buffer. This one is specifically supposed to be for your hands and feet. So the little description on the back here says that this is infused with a skin softening formulation and soothing extracts of peppermint and sea kelp, and they're dual-sided buffers that will leave your hands and feet silky smooth. So I think that's kind of cool. I definitely could use that right now. My hands and my feet are not in the best of shape. I'm really bad when it comes to my manicures and pedicures. I used to be like so into it. I used to do them like every single week at home, but in the last like 5 years, I've just let myself completely go downhill in that respect. All right, so let's move it along. The next thing that I see in here, I actually am really happy about. This was one of the things I was hoping I was gonna get, and this is the Sutra Clipless curling iron. So as you can clearly see from my hair, it's very, very straight, and I'm not the best about styling it. Like, I blew it out today, but just kind of quick threw some heat on it so that my hair wasn't sopping wet. I don't flat iron it. It's just naturally this straight. So I have been wanting to get better about actually curling and styling my hair because I really like the way that it looks when I do that. I just don't think I love any of my heat styling tools enough that like would curl my hair. So it just kind of discourages me from actually curling it. So hopefully this will work well for me. I have one other clipless curling wand, but it's smaller and it's tapered. This one is 1¼ inches. So I feel like this would be nice for like really loose waves. So this is what it looks like, and I will say like the handle does feel a little cheap and plasticky. Like, this doesn't seem like the most luxurious heat styling tool I've ever seen, but to get it in a, you know, $50 subscription box, not gonna complain. It has an MSRP of $65, which I feel like makes sense for the quality of the construction. I've seen like Conair and some other like lower priced styling tools be around that. Like, I've been kind of shopping for, again, a curling iron, so I think $65 for this seems about right. So I'm excited to give it a go. The only thing I feel like that's not great about this is it doesn't have an adjustable temperature. Like, it has an on and off switch, but I don't see anything on here that would control how hot this gets, so hopefully it won't, like, you know, burn my hair to a crisp. Moving along, there is yet again another hair product in my box. This one's from IGK, and I actually really enjoy IGK as a brand. I've mentioned numerous times that their Beach Club texturizing spray is freaking fantastic. It smells divine, and it's by far one of the best like volumizing, texturizing hairsprays I've ever used. So this is their Mistress Hydrating Hair Balm. So this is a leave-in conditioning balm. It says it won't weigh your hair down, but it is infused with coconut oil. It's vegan and cruelty-free. Doesn't have any petroleum or mineral oil, and it's recommended for dry, coarse, or frizzy hair, which my hair is neither really dry nor coarse, I would say. Like, it definitely gets a little frizzy towards the ends. I'm in need of a haircut right now, but I have pretty fine hair, so I always get a little nervous with products like this. You know, they say they won't weigh your hair down, but maybe they won't weigh it down if your hair is dry and coarse and not fine and thin, you know? But I'll give it a whirl. I have a faith in IGK, and if it's not right for my hair texture, I definitely have other people in my life that I think would get some good use out of this. Also, I know IGK is a pretty pricey brand, and this product right here retails for $29. Obviously, it's a full-size product. Everything that comes in Boxyluxe is pretty much always full-sized. So if I end up liking this, it definitely will be a pretty solid value. Then we've got some skincare. Now, this is a product I actually have tried before. I have a jar of this in my empties bin actually that I decluttered just because it was old. Like I didn't actually use the whole thing up, but I used quite a bit of it. This is the Dr. Brandt Hydrobiotic Recovery Sleeping Mask. So what's cool about this product and this line is that it's supposed to be infused with probiotics to help to promote the growth of good bacteria on your skin, the kind of bacteria that would actually fight off acne-causing bacteria. So this mask is supposed to deeply hydrate, moisturize, reduce redness, and lock moisture in to prevent water loss from the skin. Having used it before, I know it's a very refreshing, like gel cream kind of texture. It's quite thin on the skin. Since it's a sleeping mask, I don't feel that it sinks in as completely as, say, like a regular serum or a moisturizer. You definitely still have like a little tackiness on your skin when you wake up, but it's a nice product. I generally really enjoyed using this, and it's interesting. This packaging is completely different from the one that I have. Actually, let me go grab it so I can show you. So this is the jar that was in my empties bin, and as you can see, the one I was just sent is clearly in a squeezy tube. I actually really prefer this packaging a lot. I don't enjoy having to stick my fingers into a jar like this, especially if the product doesn't come with some kind of a little scoop. It's just way less hygienic. Also, the product is exposed to air a lot more this way, so I feel like it goes bad faster. So I don't know if this is newly repackaged, like all of the product on the shelf is like this now, or if they just made it this way for Boxycharm. Sometimes they do weird things like that, but it looks like they do have exactly the same amount of product. This was 1.7 ounces. This is also 1.7 ounces. So I'm actually pretty pumped about this because I did really like this product. Again, the only reason that I'm getting rid of it is because it's like 2 years old at this point and it has a 12-month shelf life. So I figured it was about time to let it go. But I thought it did a nice job of kind of calming my skin, calming redness. Again, it feels pretty nice, so I'm happy to have another one of these. Also, this is a $52 product, so basically recouping all of the money that I spent on this box. And then another one I'm actually very excited about. I was hoping I would get this variation. So I received the Glow Recipe Pineapple C Bright Serum. My friend Maria, whose channel is Agape Love Girl, absolutely adores this product. She raves about it. I've also heard Kathleen Lights rave about this product. I heard it smells kind of weird and a little bit like rancid pineapple, not so much like fresh pineapple, but everyone also says that it's totally worth getting over the scent because it apparently makes your skin look really bright and glowy and amazing. So this is what the product looks like. It is absolutely adorable. The packaging of everything that Glow Recipe does, I think, is super cute. I love their aesthetic. It's very like clean and modern with just like a little twinge of girliness. You get 1 fluid ounce of product in here, so pretty standard size. And as far as the official claims go from the brand, the box says reveal poreless, translucent, and illuminated glass skin with brightening pineapple. This lightweight liquid is formulated with 3 types of vitamin C, including 22% pure pineapple juice, a potent source of natural vitamin C, natural AHA, and bromelain enzymes. Blended with calming chamomile, this formula retexturizes, hydrates, and soothes the skin for a glowing, luminous complexion. So like, of course, all of that sounds absolutely amazing. Let's see how bad the scent actually is. I'm kind of curious, like, what am I in for right now? Okay, that is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm gonna just put a little on the back of my hand and see how it feels too. Seems very viscous, like it's not a super runny product. It smells to me like a can of Dole pineapple juice. Like maybe you've left the pineapple juice out on the counter for a little too long, but it's not, oh, wait, there it is, wait. Okay, so once you rub it into the skin, I feel like it does have a weird like after smell to it. Like the upfront smell is definitely pineapple, but then you get, I don't know what that is. Kathleen described it as dog pee scent, which maybe, kind of, I don't know. I guess I'd have to see like how it smelled on my face, like whether or not I could smell it after I applied it and how much it actually bothered me. My skin feels really nice though, like the back of my hand feels super silky and like very, very soft. So texture-wise, seems very promising. Either way, I'm definitely excited to give this guy a try and let you guys know what I think of it. You guys know I'm a skincare junkie. I really enjoy testing out different products, and this was one that really had been on my wish list for quite a while. I've just been trying to be more mindful about how much I'm bringing into my collection, how much I'm spending on skincare, trying to keep my budget in check. And this guy is $49, so I'm really very excited that I got it through Boxycharm and didn't have to pay full price for it. And then it looks like everything else in my box is makeup. This guy I'm actually really excited to see, and it's funny because I've heard Samantha March talk about this recently, I've heard Jen Love's Reviews talk about this product recently, and I feel like there was somebody else too. And I thought this product was discontinued, so I never expected at this point to get to try it, but maybe they're bringing it back. So that is the Tarte Clay Play Face Shaping Palette, and this I believe is the original Volume 1. So this is what the palette looks like. Super cute packaging. I really like the foil detailing on this. And this is an all matte face and eye palette that I've heard nothing but good things about. You've got 3 different shades of bronzer in here, and then you have, 9 different eyeshadows, all in kind of nice neutral brown tones. And so many people have talked about just how great of an everyday staple this palette is, that all of the bronzer shades blend out really nicely, they have nice pigmentation, same thing with the eyeshadows, and that this is just something you can reach for again and again. You can accent it with like shimmery shades you already have in your collection, but that either way, it's just a really solid, even though it's kind of like a boring palette, a very neutral, solid, staple-esque type of product, and also it smells like vanilla. It's delicious. So I'm really excited to have received this because now I can finally learn what all of the hype is. And honestly, now that I have this palette, I may end up decluttering my Tarte Pro contour palette, that face palette, which it's okay, but I don't find myself reaching for it a ton. I feel like I kind of have a hierarchy of my face palettes of which ones I prefer over others. I wasn't a huge fan of the Chisel palette from Tarte. I did end up decluttering that because there were a lot of shimmery bronzer shades in there, and I felt like they were all too similar to one another, so that one I liked even less than the original Tarte Pro contouring palette. But I feel like this is something that I actually would probably get even more use out of because it's entirely matte and I could use it for face and eyes. Like this would definitely allow me to kind of like condense down some of my other offerings in my collection. So if I like the formula in here, I think I'll probably get a lot of use out of this. And I do know the other variation that you could have gotten instead of this product was a Violet Voss eyeshadow palette, which did look pretty cute, but the shades in there are shades I have in a lot of other palettes. So I'm definitely pleased that I got this variation. Also, the price. The price on this guy is $45, so pretty sweet deal. Then next in here we have a product from Hank & Henry. This is their Slick With It eyeliner pen, and this is in the shade Blickity Black, even though the packaging kind of is a little misleading, like it looks like it'd be a dark brown eyeliner. It's a black one, and I'm pretty sure this is a felt tip liner. I saw Kathleen use it in her unboxing video, and odds are I will probably pass this along unused. First of all, I don't use black liquid eyeliner all that often. I'm wearing a brown one from Tarte that I picked up during the 21 Days of Beauty sale. I'm enjoying that so far. And in general, I don't wear eyeliner a ton. I usually primarily reach for a brown pencil because I'm boring like that. So I feel like this would probably be a waste for me to open and use. Like I would much rather give it to somebody else fresh so they can really enjoy it. But I think as far as a product to be included in this box, I do think it's a pretty nice, like lower cost item. Not everything is going to be a big ticket thing. So I think, a black liquid liner is something a lot of people are gonna get a lot of use out of. And this one retails for $20, so not so shabby. It apparently is supposed to dry down to a satin matte finish, which is not my favorite. I prefer a more matte liquid liner as it is, but it says it's extremely long wearing and transfer resistant. So if you guys got this in your box and you tried it out, definitely leave a comment and let us know what you think of it. And then the very last thing that's in my box is a Stila Stay All Day Shimmer Liquid Lipstick. Now, I have not used a Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick in the longest time. I do remember liking this formula, but that was also like 3 years ago, and I feel like liquid lipstick has come a long way since then, so I have no idea whether or not I'm going to like this now or if I'm going to think it's too drying. I do remember it being a very long-wearing formula, though. The only downside is that they sent me a shimmery shade, and I'm not a huge fan of metallic, opaque lips, but this is the shade Patina Shimmer, and I feel like as a color, it's beautiful. I'm not sure how I'm gonna like this on my lips. Just gonna do a little swatch on the back of my hand just to see what the color looks like. I feel like this reminds me a lot of a lipstick I got from Pretty Vulgar a year or two ago that was like this almost identical shade and had the same kind of finish. Actually, hold on. I have that one, like literally right over there. So this is the Pretty Vulgar lipstick I'm talking about. Let me just swatch these next to each other. Let's see, how close are we in shade? Like, see what I mean? They are almost identical. This one is maybe slightly more duochromatic, like it has a little bit of a gold shift to it, and maybe is a little more light reflective. Like, the reason I don't get a lot of use out of this is it's very metallic and shiny looking on the lips, which is not usually my speed. This seems more satin finish with like a hint of shimmer, not quite as like wham bam in your face. So I might actually not hate the way this looks on the lips. I really don't know. I am curious to try the formula again, so I might hold on to this and give it a try. Like, this tone is pretty for fall, and I think if it wasn't shimmery, I would definitely like it. The shimmer is just throwing me off a little bit. I prefer shimmer in gloss because I feel like it looks a little less weird that way. There's something about a matte metallic lip that's just not my favorite trend. And value-wise, this guy retails for $22. All right, so I just totaled up the value of everything that I received in my box this month, and it came out to $317.95, which is not too shabby. It is not the most valuable Boxyluxe box I've ever received, but I don't think it's the least either. Honestly, even though Boxycharm promises you each Luxe box is going to be worth at least $250, I have never got one worth less than $300. Now, as far as whether or not I think I got my money's worth for the $50 that I spent, I'm inclined to say yes. Honestly, I think it's going to really come down this month to how well these products work out for me. I really did want to try this Glow Recipe Pineapple Sea Bright Serum, and since this is $49, I mean, if I was gonna buy this anyway, there's the money I spent on the box as it is. But I'm actually really excited to get to try the Clay Play as well, and I think a lot of people are gonna be happy that this is back and available again. I'm also pretty excited to have a new curling wand. I really hope this works out well for me. Again, I'm a little nervous about the fact that it doesn't have an adjustable heat setting, but hopefully the one heat setting that it has won't destroy my hair. And I know I at least like this mask from Dr. Brandt. Maybe it's not as exciting as getting to try something new, but it also is a pretty safe guarantee that I, again, am at least getting my money's worth because this is a $52 product. All right, guys, so I think that is it for my unboxing today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I received from Boxycharm this month. If you also upgraded to Luxe this month, I would love to know what you received. Were you really happy with the variations? Did you wish you got something else? You could just rant or rave to me all about it in the comments down below. And as always, if you like these unboxings, if you want me to keep doing them, give this video a thumbs up. I always really appreciate your feedback, checking in with you guys, knowing what you're enjoying. And if you are new here, if this is the first time you are seeing my face, I hope you will consider clicking that subscribe button before you go. That way we can hang out again in the future. And on that note, I'm gonna let you guys go, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.